Mia and Nathan thought one of the kids was sneaking food at night, but the children insisted it wasn't them. Every morning, crumbs were scattered near the table, and strange paw prints marked the floor. Their little tabby cat, Whiskers, behaved normally during the day, playful, affectionate, chasing after his toys, but at night his behavior changed. He often disappeared, only to return later and curl up in his bed, sighing so sadly that it made their hearts ache. One night, Nathan decided to find out what was happening. In the dead of night, he heard a faint rustling and, trying not to make a sound, cracked open the bedroom door. In the dim glow of the street lamp, he saw Whiskers slowly creeping across the kitchen, carefully reaching for the edge of the table where leftovers from dinner remained. Taking a small piece of fish in his mouth, he silently slipped out the door. The next morning, Mia and Nathan searched the entire house, but there was no hidden food in Whiskers' bed, under the couch, or in any of the corners. Where was he taking it? They decided to set up a night vision camera. When they sat down to watch the footage the next day, their hearts stopped. Whiskers crept toward the back door, which they never locked. He easily and quietly pressed against it, pushing it open before disappearing into the night. The next camera, set up outside, captured him running across the yard toward the far end of the property. There, under an old oak tree, he gently placed the food on the ground and stepped back, his tail twitching. Mia covered her mouth with her hand. Nathan, they recognized the spot. It was where their old cat, Oliver, used to curl up and nap in the sun. A few months ago, Oliver had passed away, and they had buried him under that very tree. Mia and Nathan exchanged glances. Whiskers wasn't just stealing food, he was bringing it to his friend. He was waiting, hoping. Every night he returned to that spot, placing small pieces of food in the grass and stepping aside, as if expecting Oliver to emerge from the shadows of the trees at any moment. Tears streamed down Mia's face. Nathan swallowed hard, exhaling heavily. Slowly, they got up, walked to the closet, and took out Oliver's old, worn-out toy, his favorite stuffed mouse, the one he had carried around all his life. That night, as Whiskers once again made his way to the oak tree, Mia and Nathan quietly followed him. Whiskers placed the piece of food down, sat next to it, and watched the darkness, waiting. Mia knelt beside him, gently set Oliver's toy next to him, and stroked the cat's head. Whiskers froze. He stared at the toy for a long moment, then carefully took it in his mouth and lay down beside it, resting his paws on the small stuffed mouse. At that moment, they understood love, loyalty, and memory live longer than life itself.